Hello, my viewers. You are welcome back to Ethics Institute of East Africa. This is an organization that deals on matters ethics and integrity governance, HR and administration, matters hospitality, matters public administration. We are an organization that handles all matters related to corruption and corruption eradication. You are welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Joseph Okhako. I am your host throughout these discussions. And today, I want to introduce something else. Remember, we are dealing with the strategies of reducing corruption, and we have spoken about the 4 strategies. I can remind my viewers that we are talking about value-based approach to corruption eradication. We are talking about compliance-based to corruption eradication. We are talking about risk management approach to corruption eradication. We're talking about awareness and participation approach to corruption eradication. We have spoken, we had already started discussing about value-based, and I remember tackling various aspects of value-based approach to corruption eradication, and I spoke specifically about tone at the top, where we are talking about what the board of directors and the chief executives need to do. I spoke about how even what the president is expected to do in order to reduce corruption in our country, Kenya. I've also spoken about how ethics and integrity training can be used to reduce corruption. I've spoken about how intrinsic motivation can be used to reduce corruption. And back again a little bit on ethics and integrity. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to Kisumu Hotel on 19th to 23rd of August. We are training people on ethics and integrity on how they can be able to inculcate ethical culture in the organization, in their professions. We're welcoming all kind of employees from the senior most to the junior most, because this is about organizational culture change in our institutions, in our businesses. We are inviting everybody. Please kindly go to our website and pick the registration form and fill it, and please join us at the Kisumu Hotel in Kisumu County within the Republic of Kenya. It's about ethics and integrity training. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to get into the field of ethics and integrity. Get to understand what is it that can be done to reduce corruption within our organizations and within our businesses. You are welcome, our wonderful viewers. I also want to request you to just like and subscribe to our YouTube page, Ethics East Africa, so that you continuously support our programs going forward as we tackle matters corruption and corruption eradication. We are glad to have you during these discussions. Now, as we proceed, let me just proceed with this particular presentation. Today, I want to deal with the 4th aspect of value-based approach to corruption eradication, and this is organizational culture and how it can be changed to ensure there is no corruption within your business, within your organization, within your professions as well, because we have some professional bodies that are also suffering because their members are unethical. They have their hands into corruption, and they are actually tainting the image of those particular professional bodies. And so we also request that professional bodies can be able to nominate the employees to come to join us in Kisumu as we deal with matters ethics and integrity and how to inculcate ethical culture. Now, let's look at organizational culture change and how it can be able to reduce corruption. What is culture? I want to introduce what is organizational culture. These are rules, beliefs, and values that actually dictate how employees in an organization behave. Now, in most cases, culture is never written anywhere. It is just how employees practice, how organization has allowed employees to behave in that organization. You may have rules and regulations, all right? You may have them in place. You have institutionalized them very well. But then based on that, employees tend to behave in a particular manner. And that's why during our definition on what is culture, we talk about how we do things here. we have customs, we have institutionalized rules and regulations, and we have decided on how best to manage our institutions, how to manage our businesses, how to manage our activities within our organizations. That is culture. So organizational culture is those organization rules and regulations that dictate how employees do behave in an organization. Now, let me also expound here and say that organizational culture change is different from depending on organization and the business it's undertaking. Certain languages that are used in an organization that is used into port management or maritime is based on how international ports do operate. The language they use in that particular organization is what dictates how they behave, and the behavior is different if you compare that with another organization that is involved on matters finance or matters HR. So there will always be difference, and this is what drives how stakeholders within that organization do behave and how they relate within one another. Now, external stakeholders of these organizations also do understand how these institutions operate. How do they handle their procurement? How do they handle their HR? How do they deal with the disciplinary matters? All these things relate to organizational culture. We are introducing organizational culture, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly join me during the next session as we talk about organizational culture and how to reduce corruption in our organizations. Thank you.